Hi, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I used finished embroidery blocks and took photos of them and then brought them into Electric Quilt for auditioning the blocks in a finished project. To start the process, I took a picture of one of my embroidery blocks and I made note of the size. I'd actually had oversized it. I've already trimmed it down, and I basically put this on my design wall. I did the best I could and tried to take a photo directly on the center of this block. I can edit it in Microsoft Office, which I'll do right now. So I'm going to click on Edit Picture. I'm going to select Crop, and I bring in both sides and I'm trying to take off a little bit of that seam allowance also, so I get a truer representation. I pretty much just estimate it. I don't spend a lot of time trying to clean it up, but I'm just trying to get close here. So once I've done that, I'll select OK, and I will do a File, Save As. And then I'm going to go into my documents, my MyEQ7, and I'm going to go into Images, and I'm going to call this Shamrock Wreath, and I'm going to call it 2 because I've done it once before here. So, okay, so that's now in one of my EQ files. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to EQ7. Okay, now that I'm in EQ7, what I want to do is go to the Work on Image tab. And I'm going to start by importing an image, and I'm going to navigate to my Images tab, and I'm going to select my Shamrock Wreath 2 and select Open. And you can see that it comes in, but it's not necessarily the right size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an image resize, and I'm going to change it to the finished width of my image. So after I subtract the seam allowances. So that would be 4.5. And it says 4.4 there. Frankly, it's close enough, and so I'm also going to bring my resolution down to 90 so I don't get a warning message from EQ, and I will then do OK. And then I'll do an image, add to sketchbook as fabric. So now I'm going to go back and work on my quilt, and I've already put in all of my other images, but to do this one, all I need to do is use the paintbrush. I'm going to go over to the far end, and yes, it does look like just a black piece of fabric, but if I click on it, it will be my my image. Now, the beauty of this is that because I resized, I don't have to worry about positioning. It will give me a very good representation of what this block is going to look like in my quilt. Thanks so much for watching. If you would be interested in a pattern for this quilt, plus the embroidery that go into the quilt, check out my website at www.onpointquilter.com. And while you're there, sign up for my newsletter to continue to receive tips and techniques.